Horses are on the track for tonight's first race. First half, the early daily double, the 1 mile pace. 9 starters, no changes. Post time in 7 minutes. No changes in tonight's early daily double races. 7 minutes to wager on the early double. Here's the field. 1, Have You Seen Her? Jose Williams driving. 2 is Broadway Ticket, Dean McGee. 3, She'll Be Foxy, will be handled by Brian Carpenter. Number 4 is Sarah Carson, Chuck Eustace. 5, Do By Meself, Brent Holland driving. Number 6 is Good Contessa, B. Farber Erdman. 7, Ratzaruck, Aggie Skinner driving. 8, Brett Zarin, Les Miller. 9, Starlit Night, Mike Morales. Our marshal on lead horse tonight, Mr. Jerry Noga. You have 7 minutes to make your early daily double selections and other selections for the first race, including Perfect and $1 Superfectas. 7 minutes. They're often pacing on the inside. Have You Seen Her left well for the lead? In between horses, She'll Be Foxy driving up from the center of the track. There goes Brett Zarin. They battle for the lead and position. She'll Be Foxy on the outside. Have You Seen Her holds the rail. These two battle for the lead. Brett Zarin parked on the outside third. Settling in fourth is Broadway Ticket. Coming away fifth is Sarah Carson. That's a 5-length gap to find Do By Meself. Good Contessa, followed by Ratzaruck, trailing the field, Starlit Night. 28-2 for the initial quarter. Have You Seen Her leads. Dropping in second was She'll Be Foxy, hung on the outside. Third is Brett Zarin. She's going to be out there a long time. Broadway Ticket, no place to go on the rail, fourth, or on the inside, Sarah Carson, fifth. It's a 4-length gap. Do By Meself, sixth, and she's about 8 lengths from the leader. Then to the outside, Good Contessa racing seventh, Ratzaruck eighth, and Starlit Night trails. They're halfway home in 59-2 on to the back stretch. Have You Seen Her leads a length and a half. Racing in second, She'll Be Foxy. Getting set to come out third is Broadway Ticket, and there she goes. Right behind her, Sarah Carson moves up fourth. Third over on the outside, fifth, Do By Meself. Good Contessa has no pace, and she's being heavily urged by Queen Bee. Then Ratzaruck advancing on the rail. Starlit Night was 3 wide and trailing the field now. Brett Zarin, 3/4, 128-2. Have You Seen Her on the inside? Broadway Ticket on the outside. These two battle for the lead. Sarah Carson tips out wide for the drive, looking for racing her Miss She'll Be Foxy. They straighten away to the wire. Your leader, Broadway Ticket. Sarah Carson closing on the outside second. Far outside, Do By Meself coming on. Your leader, Broadway Ticket. Do By Meself is closing on the outside. Broadway Ticket, Do By Meself. Broadway Ticket's going to win it. Do By Meself second. Sarah Carson third. Good Contessa fourth. Balmoral's first race is official. Going into the winner's circle, 2, Broadway Ticket. Broadway Ticket is leased and trained by Eric Maddox, driven by Dean McGee. Broadway Ticket, an Illinois-bred 5-year-old mare by Broadway Express out of the Happy Escort mare, Miss Happy Escort. First race official, 2-5 Perfecta pace, $32 even. 2-5 Perfecta, $35 even. Make that $32 even. 2-5 Perfecta's $32 even. The Superfecta, 2-5, 4-6, $800, 20 cents. Superfecta 2546, $800, 20 cents. First race rundown 816 324 795 158 4 for the mile. Tonight's second race, no changes. Perfecta wagering.
Over tonight, $12,422. And that twin trifecta, of course, starts.
They're often pacing on the inside. Fox Valley Jubilee, Splendid Joy, and Broadway Strutter drive out for the lead, leaving from the outside looking for early spots. Our OG Christie and Fox Valley Sheena. Getting away sixth is You Send Me. In seventh position, High Pumpkin. B. Sue trails the field as they race into the stretch for the first time. Your leader, Broadway Strutter, racing in second. Splendid Joy moving up on the outside third. O.G. Christie, quarter time 29-2. By the grandstands for the first time, here's O.G. Christie now moving up to challenge Broadway Strutter for the lead. Fox Valley Jubilee out and going, and she is intent on the lead. They've paced 3/8 of a mile. O.G. Christie leads on the outside. Fox Valley Jubilee racing second. Broadway Strutter racing third and fourth position. Splendid Joy. You Said Me racing in fifth. Then to the outside, it's Fox Valley Sheena, followed by B. Sue. High Pumpkin Trails halfway home in a minute and 2/5. They move on to the backstretch. The final time, Fox Valley Jubilee on the outside, having a hard time clearing O.G. Christie, looking for racing room, and now off stride is O.G. Christie. Horses are scattered behind her. They race to the upper turn. Fox Valley Jubilee leads by 3, racing in second. Splendid Joy. Fox Valley Sheena moves up third. On the inside fourth is Broadway Strutter. You Send Me on the outside fifth. Racing in sixth with no place to go, B. Sue. High Pumpkin seventh, far back out of it, O.G. Christie. Around the turn, they're in the stretch. Your leader, Fox Valley Jubilee. On the outside, Fox Valley Sheena closing ground second. Broadway Strutter looks for racing room third from far back, High Pumpkin. Your leader is Fox Valley Sheena. Fox Valley Jubilee trying to fight back with Broadway Strutter and Splendid Joy. Fox Valley Sheena in front, racing second. Fox Valley Jubilee. Splendid Joy was third. In the winner's circle with a new lifetime mark of 2 minutes and 2/5, the official winner of Balmoral's second race, 5, Fox Valley Sheena. Fox Valley Sheena is owned by Sarah Dragomore, trained by Tim Storm. Brent Holland, the winning driver. Fox Valley Sheena, Illinois bred 3-year-old filly by Incredible Finale. Out of the Adios Vic mare, Starlet Far, early double 2-5, $60 even. Balmoral's early double 2-5, $60 even. Second race, Perfecta 5-1, $39.20. 5-1 Perfecta, $39.20. Second race rundown is 2-3-6, 4-1-8, 5 and 7. Time for the mile, 2 minutes and 2/5, and that's a new mark for the Illinois bred Fox Valley Sheena. They're often pacing in between horses. Anxious to Be Me left well for the lead. Town Fortune came away well. Off stride after the start is Bandana Bandit. Bandana Bandit's off stride. And now taking the lead, Apache Woo Woo down along the inside. Town Fortune second. Here's Gasparro now moving up. Looks like he wants the lead. Settling in fourth, Anxious to Be Me. Racing in fifth position down to the quarter. Finale Shadow racing in sixth. Pattaya Beach in seventh. On the outside of horses, Bandana Bandit. Then it's Fox Valley Triumph. Trailing the field, Dr. O. 29-4 for the quarter. They've paced 3/8 of a mile. Town Fortune now storms up to take the lead and draw clear by 3. Racing in second, Gasparro. On the inside in third, Apache Woo Woo. On the outside fourth, Anxious to Be Me. Towards the inside, saving ground fifth, Finale Shadow. Bandana Bandit out there sixth. Then it's Pattaya Beach, Fox Valley Triumph, and Dr. O. 101 flat, and they're halfway home, and Town Fortune has drawn away some 5 lengths. Trying to keep up second is Gasparro, hanging on the outside. Third, Anxious to Be Me. Apache Woo Woo, no place to go. Fourth, Bandana Bandits had a most difficult mile. They swing around the far turn. It's Town Fortune by 5. On the inside, Gasparro second, Anxious to Be Me third, 3/4. 129-2, they turn for the money. And your leader is Town Fortune by 6. On the inside, Gasparro second ahead. Still hanging out there, Anxious to Be Me. Bandana Bandits 3 wide for the drive. Closing ground on the outside comes Finale Shadow. Your leader by 4 is Town Fortune. Finale Shadow is motoring up on the outside. Don't know if he can catch Town Fortune, who's under a powerhouse whip. Wilson's trying to get him home, and he will. Town Fortune in front. Finale Shadow second. Apache Woo Woo third. In the winner's circle, the unofficial winner, One Town Fortune, owned by Tim Town, trained by Jim Humble, Tim Wilson Jr., the driver. Town Fortune, Illinois bred 3-year-old gelding by Egyptian Dancer of the Beams Eagle mare, cost a fortune. And the third race is official. In 16 minutes at 8:54, back to Maywood. They're up and pacing. Bonnie Threefold left well for the lead. In between horses, Cal's Hitter. Down along the rail is Letta's Katerina. Settling in fourth is Go Wings. Parked on the outside fifth is Power Packet. Coming away sixth is Javelina. In seventh position down to the quarter, Broadway Shampoo. Parked and moving up in eighth is Solar Spirit. Trailing the field, Skip Over Abbey. They race into the stretch for the first time and approach the quarter. Bonnie Threefold leads. Here comes Power Packet up the challenge. Quarter 30 and 2/5. Power Packet on the outside now takes the lead. Bonnie Threefold holds the inside. Second, Cal's Hitter. Third, racing in fourth is Letta's Katerina. Then on the inside, fifth is Go Wings. Parked and moving up sixth is Javelina. Right behind her, seventh is Solar Spirit. Shuffled eighth, Broadway Shampoo. Skip Over Abbey trails, but she's on the move. 8 lanes would cover this field as they splash around the club turn. Head over to the half-mile juncture. Your leader, Power Packet, halfway home in 103 and 2. They move on to the backstretch. Power Packet leads up on the outside. Javelina, the challenger, second. Bonnie Threefold tucked in along the rail, third. There goes Solar Spirit gaining ground, fourth. Letta's Katerina to the outside, fifth. In the final 3/8 of the mile, Javelina on the outside now takes the lead. Power Packet still there on the inside, second. Bonnie Threefold racing, third on the outside, fourth is Solar Spirit. Letta's Katerina, fifth. Cal's Hitter drops back, sixth. Skip Over Abbey, seventh. They turn for the money, and dropping back on the turn is Javelina. In the lane, Power Packet leads by 2. Bonnie Threefold getting set for the drive in second. Racing in third is Javelina. On the outside, Power Packet. Far outside, Letta's Katerina. Your leader is Power Packet. Closing on the outside is Bonnie Threefold. Power Packet on the inside. Bonnie Threefold's going to get her. Bonnie Threefold getting up. Power Packet second. Tight for third between Javelina and Letta's Katerina. Into the winner's circle goes number 4, Bonnie Threefold. Bonnie Threefold is owned by Alan Weischer, trained by Rick Finn, driven to victory by Rick Finn. I direct your attention to the winner's circle tonight, making a special presentation to Bonnie Threefold. Driver trainer Rick Finn will be Judy Bar Topeka, state senator. And Judy Bar Topeka is running for the state treasurer on the Republican ticket. So reminder, on Tuesday, be sure to vote. And in the winner's circle, Judy Bar Topeka. She's running for state treasurer on the Republican ticket. We wish her well. In the winner's circle, race, scratch numbers 8 and 9. In the 6th race, scratch 8 Cheetah Cheats and 9 Lotus Prize. No changes in the 7th. They're off and pacing. Pull Tab left well for the lead. Like Gangbusters is there on the outside. Easy Guess. Easy Guess now takes the lead. She'll immediately feel pressure from Shushan Dancer moving quickly in the second. In third, Like Gangbusters, Pull Tab got away fourth. Settling in fifth is Sweet Lady Kenwood. In sixth position, Magic Trick. Racing in seventh, Mega Carey, Promise Lobel, the early trailer. They move into the stretch for the first time. Shushan Dancer leads by a quarter, 29 seconds flat. Shushan Dancer leads. Racing in second, Easy Guess, Like Gangbusters about to pull from third. Racing in fourth, Pull Tab. In fifth position, Sweet Lady Kenwood. Out of sixth is Magic Trick, and she's on the move. Then on the outside, Mega Carey, Promise Lobel trails the field, and she's about 9 lengths from the leader. They race to the half-mile pole, and Shushan Dancer guns for her third win in less than a week. She's in control, racing in second, Easy Guess, and they're halfway home in 1 minute and 2/5. They move on to the back stretch. It's Shushan Dancer, the leader. Easy Guess getting a golden trip tonight. Second, Magic Trick first over in the third. Towards the inside, like Gangbusters, fourth. On the outside, Mega Carry, fifth. Pull Tab shuffled on the rails, sixth. Promise Lobel, seventh. Far back out of it, Sweet Lady Kenwood. They move around the far turn. Shushan Dancer holding firm by 2, 3/4 and 128 and 3. Shushan Dancer leads by 2. Easy Guess trying to come on second. Here comes Mega Carry 3 wide in the third. Like Gangbusters has no pace. Then on the inside, Pull Tab needs racing room. They're in the lane. Shushan Dancer leads by 4 on the outside. Closing ground, Mega Carry towards the inside. Now coming on are Easy Guess and Like Gangbusters. Your leader, Shushan Dancer, and she's going to win again. Shushan Dancer in front. Like Gangbusters may have been up for second over Mega Carry. Going into the winner's circle with her second win in a row at Balmoral and her third win in less than a week. Number 7, Shushan Dancer, owned by Cindy and Ron Anderson and Bob Topping. Cindy Anderson, the winning trainer and driver. Shushan Dancer, an Illinois bred 8-year-old mare by Umbro Wolf out of the Egyptian dancer mare Doodah Dancer. Tonight's sixth race at Balmoral, scratch number 8, Cheetah 3618. Time for the mile, 1:58 and 4. Once again, numbers 8 and 9 are out of the sixth. Post time in 15 minutes at 8:37. Back to Maywood. Racing fans, we'd like to congratulate Cindy Anderson tonight. She drove Shushan Dancer to yet another victory. This gives her 10th victory as a provisional driver, and next time you see her, she will have her A license. They're often pacing Duke Mantee out quickly for the lead. Arbrader came away alongside second, driving up from the center of the track, looking for an early spot. Do It With Pride. Now there's 3 across the track. Duke Mantee benefits from the rail. Arbrader doesn't want the 2-hole. He wants the lead. Now he's going to get hooked up in a speed duel down to the quarter. And Do It With Pride just went off stride. Do It With Pride. Arbrader on the outside. On the inside, Duke Mantee. These two battle each other off a quarter and 28 and 1. Under the finish wire the first time. Arbrader now clears by a length and a half. Duke Mantee racing second, moving up to be third. Fitzpatrick racing fourth is Robusto. Then in fifth is Imagine That Mutt. 6 far back trailing, but back pacing is Do It With Pride. Second quarter is not as quick as the first as they move around the club turn. On the inside, it's Arbrader. On the outside, Fitzpatrick. These two battle for the lead. Duke Mantee's hopelessly blocked along the rail third. Racing up to be fourth is Imagine That. Fifth on the rail is Robusto. Moving up is Mutt. Far back, and not so far back anymore, is Do It With Pride. In the final 3/8 of the mile, incidentally, the half was in 59 and 3. Arbrader holds from a length on the outside, racing second. Fitzpatrick. Mutt now charging 3 wide, and he's circling horses. Mutt on the outside up to take the lead. They move by 3/4 and 128 and 2. It's Mutt on the outside with the lead. Arbrader trying to fight back second. Duke Mantee is third. Racing in fourth is Robusto. Dropping out of it, Fitzpatrick. They're in the lane. It's Mutt, the leader, racing in second. Arbrader on the outside. Robusto is third. Racing in fourth is Duke Mantee. Your leader is Mutt. Arbrader trying to fight back second. Robusto is third. Mutt's going to win it. It's going to be tight for second. Robusto on the outside up for second. Arbrader third. In Balmoral's sixth race, number 6, Mutt, is your unofficial winner. B6 Mutt. Mutt is owned by Dennis Brightwell and David Welch. Harold Brightwell trains Art Gregory Jr., the driver. Mutt, an Illinois-bred 7-year-old gelding by Modern Times of the Newport Senator mare Prairie Charm. Sixth race official, 6'3 Perfecta, $51.40, $51.40 on the 6'3 Perfecta. Rundown top down is 4-3-2, 5-6-1, 7 scratch, 159 and 2 for the mile. Seventh race, no changes. Perfecta trifecta, post time in 17 minutes at 10 o'clock. In all cases, make your selections. Early track remains sloppy. It's back to Maywood.
$1 twin trifecta tonight, $12,422 will be added to the twin trifecta pool. Dave McGee drives number 4, Man at War. 5 minutes. Cardinal Stakes stands all by itself as the Saturday headliner in what appears to be the finest weekend.
Off stride at the start of Small Blessings. They're often pacing. Mal Walker left well for the lead. On the inside, Incredible Joanne came away. Driving up from the center of the track is Tina's Tuna. Around the far turn, Tina's Tuna now up to take the lead. Mal Walker holds second, racing third. Incredible Joanne 2.5 back to J.E. Zanny in fourth. Coming away fifth is Honey's Cam. Joe's Masquerade found an early spot sixth, and she's about 7 lengths from the leader. Racing in seventh down to the quarter is Ancient Lou. Jake's Coco is eighth, and far back trailing but back pacing Small Blessings. Under the finish wire the first time, your leader Tina's Tuna. Racing in second, Mal Walker. In third position, that's Incredible Joanne. Here comes Honey's Cam moving strongly in the fourth. Right behind her, Joe's Masquerade on the outside fifth, and she's 5 from the leader. Then on the inside, J.E. Zanny shuffled sixth, moving up with cover seventh. Ancient Lou, Jake's Coco 8, trailing the field, but on the move is Small Blessings. Halfway home in 1 minute and 2/5, they move on to the back stretch, and Mal Walker leads 1.5 lengths. Hung on the outside, second, Honey's Cam. Covered up in third is Tina's Tuna. Joe's Masquerade losing ground on the outside, fourth. On the inside, looking for racing room, is Incredible Joanne. Moving 3 wide to the upper turn is Ancient Lou, followed by J.E. Zanny. Then it's Small Blessings and Jake's Coco, and they swing around the turn. 3/4, 1:29 3. It's Mal Walker, the leader on the inside, looking for room second, Tina's Tuna. Honey's Cam is third, tipping out wide for the drive. Here comes Incredible Joanne and Ancient Lou. They're in the lane. Mal Walker leads on the outside. Honey's Cam racing second. Incredible Joanne is closing ground third. Looking for racing room is Tina's Tuna. Your leader still is Mal Walker. Honey's Cam on the outside racing second. Mal Walker, Honey's Cam, and Tina's Tuna. Before Mal Walker. Mal Walker is owned by Bob Lems, trained by Dave McCaffrey. Dean McGee, the winning driver. That's a driving double tonight for Dean McGee. Mal Walker, an Illinois-bred 4-year-old filly by Great Sport of the striking image mare Fleeta. The track program selection by Mutual Ratings, Kathy Clocker, Quick Cash, and Kelly's Corner. 7th race official, 4-5 Perfecta, $14.60, $14.60 on the Perfecta 4-5. Trifecta 4-5-8, $121.60, $121.60 on the 4-5-8 trifecta. And tonight's pick 3, 7-6-4, $248.60. Pick 3, 7-6-4, $248.60. 7th race rundown is 9-7-4, 1-2-6, 8-3-5, 201 and 3 for the mile. 8th race starts tonight's late double. In the 8th race, scratch number 4. They're often pacing. Pistol Peter left well for the lead. In between horses, CR Thunder. Model Major in between horses. And on the outside, Good and Guilty. And around the far turn the first time, Pistol Peter shows the way up on the outside. Here's Model Major to be second. CR Thunder tucked in along the rail third. Settling in fourth, Good and Guilty. Coming away fifth is Booty Man. Racing sixth, Fox Don the Hunt. In 7th position, Dare, followed by Kale's Dancer. The opening quarter was in 30 3/5. It's Pistol Peter on the inside. On the outside, Model Major. Now it's Model Major to take the lead. Pistol Peter racing second. Up on the outside, Good and Guilty to be third. Towards the inside, saving ground fourth is CR Thunder. Here's Booty Man rushing up. Now driving sharply from second is Pistol Peter. They race into the club turn. Pistol Peter back on the outside to reclaim the lead. Model Major racing second. On the outside, Good and Guilty third, off a half, 102 and 1. On to the backstretch. Pistol Peter, the leader, racing in second. Model Major, Good and Guilty gains ground third. On the outside, Booty Man moves up fourth. CR Thunder towards the inside fifth. Fox on the Hunt on the outside 7. Kale's Dancer 8. Dare at the end. They swing around the far turn. Pistol Peter leads by 2. Good and Guilty racing second. Here comes Booty Man charging up third inside the final quarter. It's Pistol Peter the leader. Booty Man gains on the outside second. Good and Guilty third. A distant fourth is Fox on the hunt. In the lane, Pistol Peter leads. Booty Man closing on the outside second. Good and Guilty coming back on the inside third. A distant fourth is Fox on the hunt. Pistol Peter just strolling along. Pistol Peter wins it by 6. Tight for second. Good and Guilty over Booty Man. Pistol Peter is owned by Irene Mapes and Joe Mapes, trained by Rex Mapes, driven by Scott Robbins. The 8th race is official. 1-7 Perfectus, $70.60. 1-7 Perfectus, $70.60. 8th race rundown is 1-3-5, 6 scratch 4, 2-8-7, 2-0-1 and 4 is a new mark for Pistol Peter. In the 8th race, Fred Finn Jr. drives 7 Broadway winner. Quinella trifecta wagering post time in 18 minutes at 10:44. Track remains sloppy back to Maywood.
Ladies and just 5 minutes. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, you can always get that winning feeling right here at Maywood Park. We're open 7 days a week. Whether it be watch and bet thoroughbreds in the afternoon or live harness racing at night, action is the attraction right here at Maywood.
They're often pacing. Moore's David left well for the lead on the outside, driving up. Broadway winner still further out. Barney's Baritz. Barney's Baritz now takes the lead. Broadway Ritter second, looking to drop in third. Quick Prize neatly drops in front of Moore's David, gapping fourth. Coming away fifth now is Smooth Ideal. Parked on the outside is Chief Wolf. Then it's Illini Thunder. Blazing Nero and Rube Goldberg got away last. They raced by the opening quarter in 29-1. Barney's Baritz leads the way, racing up on the outside second, and taking out of second is Broadway Winner. On the inside, Barney's Baritz. On the outside, Broadway Winner. These two now battle for the lead. Racing in third position is Quick Prize. Moving up to be fourth is Chief Wolf. Then on the inside, fifth, Moore's David. Racing sixth is Smooth Ideal. In seventh position, Illini Thunder, Rube Goldberg, Park in eighth, trailing the field, Blazing Nero. Minute and 2/5, and they're halfway home on the mid-back stretch. Barney's Baritz going along now unchallenged, leads by 3. Quick Prize racing in second, towards the inside. Moore's David third, Chief Wolf 3 wide fourth. Dropping back sharply is Broadway Winner. Smooth Ideals hopelessly trapped on the rail, going absolutely nowhere. Rube Goldberg 3 wide in the seventh. Blazing Nero behind him eighth, and trailing Illini Thunder 3/4, 130 flat. They turn for the money. And Barney's Baritz leads by 2. Racing in second position is Chief Wolf. And there's confusion at the top of the stretch. Barney's Baritz has the lead. Chief Wolf racing second, closing on the outside third. In the lane comes Blazing Nero. Barney's Baritz the leader, racing up second, Blazing Nero. In third position, Chief Wolf. Going into the winner's circle will be 9 Barney's Baritz. Barney's Baritz is owned by Daryl and Brenda Wiederhold. Trained by George Mikulich and driven by Dave Maxwell. Barney's Baritz. Illini bred 5-year-old gelding by Riot Squad of the Silent Bird mare Christie's Venture, and a track program selection by Kelly's Corner. $1.9 Quinella $5.9, $35.60, $35.60 on the Quinella $5.9. Trifecta $9.56, $245 even. 956 trifecta, $245 even. Ninth race rundown is 749, 623, 85 and 1, 202 and 1 for the mile. Tonight's 10th race at Balmoral, Neil Coleman drives 3, September Song. Perfect and $1 superfecta wagering. Post time in 18 minutes at 11:00.
Scratched. Here are your possible $2 daily double payoffs, coupling the 8th race winner.
They're often pacing on the outside. Shantytown Raider left very fast for the lead, and between horses, September Song is there. Also moving up is Missing Detail. On the outside, Shantytown Raider leads, holding the inside second. September Song, and off stride on the turn was Roscoe's Rascal. Off stride, Roscoe's Rascal. There's confusion. Now off stride is No Objection. There's plenty of confusion as they reach the top of the stretch the first time. The quarter in 28 and 2, and we have a battle for the lead. Missing Detail on the outside now takes the lead, racing second. Shantytown Raider, September Song third. Now these three are some 20 lengths in front of the rest of the field. Moving up on the outside, back pacing fourth is No Objection. Towards the inside, Godfrey Daniel fifth, and the inside, Broadway Scotty sixth. Clintwood out there seventh. Poor Ellie is eighth, and far, far back is Roscoe's Rascal. They went by the half and 59 flat on to the back stretch, and Missing Detail leads by 3.5. Shantytown Raiders second. In third position, September Song. It's a 4-length gap to Godfrey Daniel, now fourth. Parked on the outside fifth. No Objection. He's still 10 lengths from the leader. Clintonwood's moving 3 wide around him. Then it's Broadway Scotty, far, far back, Poor Ellie, and Roscoe's Rascal. They swing around the far turn, and Missing Detail leads by 6. 3/4, 128 and 2. Missing Detail by 6. Off stride on the turn again is No Objection, and Broadway Scotty. Final eighth of a mile for Missing Detail. He leads by 6. Racing in second, September Song. Closing up on the outside, third is Godfrey Daniel. Missing Detail leads. Godfrey Daniels coming on to be second. September Song racing third. Clintwood fourth to complete the superfecta. Going into the winner's circle will be 5, Missing Detail. Missing Detail is owned by Hazel Ledford, trained by Teresa Ledford. Doug Hamilton is the driver. Missing Detail, an Illinois-bred 5-year-old gelding by Masquerade of the Skipper Creek mare Leisure Creek, and a track program selection by Quick Cash. That's going to wrap it up for tonight, racing fans. Live racing tomorrow night, dual simulcasting. It all begins at 7:45. On behalf of the management of Balmoral Park, your announcer has been Peter Galassi. Thank you. In all cases, please drive carefully. Let's go back to Maywood.